Hey everybody, check out this video from after school about the outrage cycle. So have a look at this video and what does this remind you of? For me, this reminds me of dog culture. Anytime something happens with a dog, it's outrage. Everybody's outraged. Like, oh my god, that was dog abuse. Like the Genesee County Jail dog that was slapped in the face. Or any other story. Like a person works in a dog care facility where there's dozens of dogs, and then that person breaks up a fight between two dogs and he knocks a dog over. Like a dog was biting another dog and the person runs up and knocks the dog over. But they capture it on video just right so it looks like the person body slammed the dog. Or a police officer defends himself from an attacking dog or two. The outrage cycle. Anytime it has anything to do with a dog, there will be an outrage cycle. So let's have a look at the video.
Eyewitnesses and primary sources break the news. Statements are made, videos are posted, tweets are tweeted. First hour, journalists scrambled to disseminate news of the significant event far and wide. Most of this happens on Twitter, but placeholder web pages are thrown together on various news sites, and cable news channels interrupt the latest car chase to give you the breaking news about the significant event, even though nobody has a clue what's going on.
Yeah, look at the Genesee jail case. All of a sudden, everybody is so worried about a dog that was slapped by an inmate, but no one is looking at all of the corruption in the jail. No one is looking at how the guards assault the inmates on a regular basis.
This is the initial viral wave. Let's call it the primary viral wave. First 24 hours. There is a gold rush within the first 24 hours. The cash
Let's fast forward a little bit.
it has reached its saturation point. There's little new to say about the facts of the significant event which hasn't already been said. As a result, intrepid journalists, bloggers, authors, and influencers begin to look closer at the data and information of the
Okay, looking closer at the data. That's where the dog culture reviewers are. The dog culture reviewers, after everybody in society has finally got angry about the whole thing, now we're coming along and we're talking about it. But that sucks because now the audience, they've already decided they're angry without looking at all the information, without looking at it through a wide lens. So this is kind of like us, isn't it?
primary viral wave. And sure enough, wouldn't you know it, the video is fake, and that photo has been photoshopped, and that data analysis was done incorrectly. My God, it's misinformation.
Yeah. So many of these stories of alleged dog abuse, all of this stuff about dogs supposedly being in pain because of some other person, it's actually the dog owners, the dog society, the dog kennels that are propagating dogs and putting dogs into all of these crazy situations. But this outrage cycle, they love to blame it on some supposed human in the background and then get everybody outraged at their fellow humans over a dog.
Everything you know about the significant event is wrong. The authorities have been lying to you. The mainstream media has been fucking duping you.
Haha. And even in the dog culture review YouTube channels, we kind of do this to ourselves. Like some of our channels focus on being upset about barking, and then we keep making more and more barking videos. Some of us are upset about dog attacks, and so we just keep making more and more videos about dog attacks, and that brings in the viewers too. Just compare my channel to some other channels, and you'll notice that outrage, even if it's about anything, we are getting stuck on this outrage cycle. And I'm not trying to compare myself or say that my channel is better than other channel, but it's unhealthy to be stuck on this outrage wheel.
It's happening again. The fake content and disinformation that inevitably happens during any significant event comes to light. This sparks outrage and fury among millions, thus generating another viral wave across social media and
Yeah, there's outrage and fury. Also, once the people in the dog culture critic arena, once they realize that they've been lied to, now we got another outrage cycle. Now we're all upset at dog culture for lying to us and turning us against each other. So now we got another outrage cycle.
news services. Let's call this The reactionary viral wave. The reactionary viral
Yeah, the reactionary viral wave. That's pretty much where we are in the dog culture critiquing arena.
wave is not a single narrative like the primary viral wave, but a collection of anti establishment narratives that are colored by various interest groups and cultural identities. Righties will zero in on how the rights and liberties are being violated. Lefties will amplify any injustice or prejudice that are taking place. People who live to fight racism will find racism. People who live to promote free markets will find overbearing and corrupt governments. Like a global Rorschach test, the significant event doesn't alter anyone's personal views, but rather merely reflects their views back to them.
Yeah, we get stuck in that too. Um, Anytime somebody compares a dog attack to something that the other dog culture critic doesn't like or likes, then the issue becomes between two dog culture critics. That's exactly what happened between me and Kanan with the arguments about communism and antinatalism. We kind of created this rage wheel separation downstream from what we were actually talking about, which is dog culture. And I'm not saying that to reignite anything. I'm just pointing this out because this is an important thing to look at. So if anybody's getting upset at this point, just pause the video and move on. This is not an attempt to create more stress between me and some other channel. I'm just sharing this with you guys so you can have a look at it. It reflects me too.
Because the reactionary viral wave is composed of multiple combative takes on the significant event, people soon begin to spiral into conflicts and dogfights about who is to blame and who is at fault. Where
So yeah, have a look at this video on your own. And if it doesn't make sense right now, it'll probably make sense as you start to look at dog culture, look at just culture in general, politics, how everything is upstream and downstream of everything else. You know, just like this right here, boring. And then all these people are looking up here. You know, if you make a video about dog culture and it's too deep or too political, that's what people are going to do. They're going to be like, boring. But if you're over here making a video about how much someone hates barking or how much someone hates dog attacks, you're going to get, tons and tons of views because these people right here in the dog culture, they're already angry. Remember, dog culture pushes away a lot of humans, forces them to suppress their humanity. So if you start to trash talk dog culture, all those people that have been suppressed for years, they're going to love it, which is not necessarily bad because you're waking them up. But you got to remember also the boring stuff is really going to be where you gain power in this. So yeah, check out this video and I'll put some related links in the description. See you guys later. Don't forget to stay out of the outrage cycle.